George Orwell's 1984 is a powerful novel that has left an indelible mark on literature and society. It paints a picture of a future that is both terrifying and thought-provoking. A world where freedom is a distant memory and surveillance is omnipresent. Published in 1949, the book introduces us to a world ruled by totalitarianism, a regime that controls every aspect of life, from the thoughts in your head to the words you speak. The novel serves as a chilling warning about the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of individual freedom. It reminds us that the loss of liberty can happen gradually, often under the guise of security and order. Orwell masterfully crafts a dystopian society called Oceania, where the government, known as the Party, exerts total control over its citizens. In Oceania, Big Brother, the enigmatic figurehead of the ruling party, maintains an iron grip on every aspect of citizens' lives. The omnipresent surveillance ensures that no one can escape the watchful eyes of the party. 1984 is not simply a work of fiction, it is a stark commentary on the human condition and the ever-present potential for tyranny to take hold. Orwell's vision serves as a powerful reminder of the value of truth, the necessity of dissent, and the enduring struggle for human dignity. As we delve into the pages of 1984, we are invited to reflect on our own society, to question the balance of power, and to remain vigilant against the erosion of our freedoms. The novel's relevance continues to resonate, urging each generation to guard against the encroachment of authoritarianism. The global impact of 1984 is undeniable, with its themes transcending cultural and temporal boundaries. It has been translated into numerous languages, reaching readers around the world and sparking discussions about the nature of power, control and resistance. Whether read in a classroom, a book club or in solitude, 1984 challenges us to think critically about our world and our place within it. It is a timeless reminder that the fight for freedom and truth is never ending. Imagine a world where every thought, every word and every action is scrutinized. This is Oceania, the setting of 1984. The very air feels heavy with oppression. The buildings are crumbling and the people are constantly watched. Telescreens, devices that transmit propaganda and record citizens' activities, are everywhere. The party, with Big Brother at its helm, controls every aspect of life in Oceania. From the food people eat to the thoughts they think, nothing is sacred, nothing is private. This constant surveillance creates an atmosphere of fear and paranoia. At the heart of this dystopian nightmare is Winston Smith, a low-ranking party member who dares to rebel in his mind. Winston is a man of quiet desperation, living in a world where every thought and action is monitored. He finds solace in his hidden diary, a small act of defiance against the omnipresent surveillance. Winston is a thoughtful and observant man, deeply troubled by the party's control over every aspect of life. He watches the people around him, noting their fear and compliance, and wonders if anyone else feels the same disquiet. His mind is a battleground, constantly wrestling with the party's propaganda and his own yearning for truth. He longs for freedom and truth in a world where both have been eradicated. The sky, once a symbol of limitless possibilities, now feels like a cage. The empty streets echo his isolation, and the barbed wire fence represents the physical and mental barriers imposed by the party. Then there's Julia, a seemingly carefree woman who shares Winston's rebellious spirit. Her smile hides a fierce determination to undermine the party's control. She moves through the crowded streets with a purpose, always aware of the watchful eyes around her. Julia is practical and resourceful, finding ways to rebel against the party's control. She hides forbidden items in her pockets and passes secret notes, always careful to avoid detection. Her actions are small but significant, each one a step towards reclaiming her autonomy. Together, they embark on a forbidden love affair. Their relationship is a sanctuary, a brief escape from the oppressive reality they live in. They meet in secluded areas, holding hands and whispering dreams of a future free from the party's tyranny. Looming over them is Big Brother, the party's enigmatic leader. His image is everywhere, a constant reminder of the party's absolute power. The dark, shadowy figure represents the ever-present threat of surveillance, and the stern expression on the billboard serves as a warning to all who dare to dissent. Section 4. The crushing weight of totalitarianism. Totalitarianism is more than a form of government in 1984. It is a suffocating presence that permeates every aspect of life. The party's influence extends beyond mere political control, infiltrating the very thoughts and emotions of the populace. Every corner of society is meticulously monitored, ensuring that no dissenting thought or rebellious whisper goes unnoticed. The party controls the flow of information, rewrites history, and manipulates language itself. By constantly altering past records and erasing inconvenient truths, they create a reality where the past is as malleable as clay. This manipulation ensures that the party remains infallible, always correct, and eternally powerful. Through the creation of Newspeak, a simplified language designed to eliminate thought crime, the party aims to control the very way people think. By reducing the complexity of language, they limit the range of human thought, making it nearly impossible to conceive of rebellion or even question the party's authority. Individuality is crushed, replaced by blind obedience to the party. Citizens are reduced to mere cogs in the vast machinery of the state, their personal identities stripped away. Uniformity is enforced, and any deviation from the norm is swiftly and brutally punished. The novel serves as a stark warning of the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of safeguarding individual liberties. Orwell's vision is a chilling reminder of what can happen when power is concentrated in the hands of a few and the rights of individuals are trampled underfoot. It is a call to vigilance, urging us to protect our freedoms and resist the encroachment of tyranny in all its forms. Section 5. The unseen eyes of surveillance. In the world of 1984, privacy is an antiquated notion. Telescreens are omnipresent, watching every move. They broadcast party propaganda and record citizens' every move and sound, leaving no room for secrets. But the surveillance goes deeper than the telescreens, infiltrating every aspect of life. Children are indoctrinated from a young age to become spies for the party, reporting on their own parents without hesitation. The threat of the thought police, a shadowy organization that punishes thought crime, hangs over everyone, instilling constant fear. This relentless surveillance creates an atmosphere of fear and suspicion, where trust is a rare commodity. Section 6. Freedom lost, freedom remembered. The most dangerous act in 1984 is not simply rebelling against the party. It is daring to remember a time before the party's reign. Winston and Julia cling to fragments of memory, glimpses of a world where freedom existed. Their love affair becomes an act of rebellion. They seek solace in their shared humanity, in the simple pleasures that the party has attempted to eradicate. Their struggle reminds us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit yearns for connection, for love, for freedom. Section 7, 1984's enduring legacy, a warning and a reflection. 1984 is not simply a dystopian novel, it is a reflection of the human capacity for both good and evil. The novel's themes of totalitarianism, surveillance, and the importance of freedom continue to resonate today. In an age of increasing technological advancement, where privacy is constantly under threat, Orwell's message is more relevant than ever. 1984 serves as a reminder of the fragility of freedom and the importance of safeguarding our individual liberties.